Okay, so this should be an interesting video. It's the Logitech Pop Keys keyboard, the Studio Series by Logitech. I don't know, I wasn't on the market for a new keyboard. I wanted to find something mechanical, but also not something basic. I don't know, there's so many keyboards out there and I wanted to give something new a try. I'm not sure when this keyboard was released, but I do remember seeing it a little bit ago. It's definitely unique. It's got a black and yellow and gray design. Obviously the yellow backplate and the black and gray keys. It'll be interesting. Not sure exactly who would be on the market for one of these. It does have some dedicated emoji keys, so I'm thinking they're going for the younger generation, maybe some students. Or maybe, to have it as an office keyboard. It's definitely not one that's made, or not one that's advertised for the gaming community, but we will test it with some games just to see how it performs. Let's open it up and give it a shot. Quick note, so one of the things I was looking for when I was looking for a keyboard, so I wanted a wireless one. I wanted one that has the USB dongle for my my tower right here, because that one does not have Bluetooth connectivity. But I also wanted it to be Bluetooth capable so I can hook it up to my laptop, because I switched between the two and I hooked them both up to my monitors. So if it is compatible, which it should be with both USB and Bluetooth, then that'll be great. It's exactly what I need. So we'll set the keyboard aside. We do get some paperwork here, which I'm not going to read. It's wireless, like I said, and oh, you actually get some extra emoji keys icon, one that's got the flame, one that has a heart, thumbs up. I'll keep those in the box for now, and you do also get the USB dongle right there, the Logi bolt. And as far as I know, there's nothing else in the box. There's no charging cable. I mean, I have some lying around. Probably USB-C. Set the box aside, open up the keyboard. Got some nice packaging here. Kind of reminds me of opening a Christmas present. And there it is. Man, it looks really weird, but it looks quite nice. Like, it obviously doesn't match with my gaming setup. I mean, I have a black and white scheme going on here, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it's definitely an eye catcher. Clickiness. It's mechanical. This one has, I believe, brown switches, and you should be able to pop the keys right off. Yep, they got some brown switches. The keys themselves are very round. I mean, it's basically a circle, not a square like you normally see. Even like the enter key, backspace, those are also round. They have rounded edges, which shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I tested it out because I had it on display at Best Buy. I gave it a quick go, and yeah, it seems to be nothing too difficult to get used to. Okay, and here's a quick sound test just to see how each key sounds. Clickiness and stuff, like I said, they have the brown switches. After using it a little, including typing the script for this video, I'm really enjoying the keyboard and its feedback. It's definitely unique in the way it looks, and because of those emoji keys on the side, it's actually kind of funny because it takes the look of a typewriter, which is some old time stuff, but it has dedicated emoji keys for the youngsters out there. I would think its target audience is the younger generation that uses social media at all times, probably like you and me, but there's something here for the old boys and girls too. I only use emojis on my phone, but maybe I'll start using them on my computer now, since they're like right there. Nonetheless, this keyboard will definitely catch people's attention. Looking at this keyboard, it's clean, stylish, and high quality. The round keys are good and satisfying to type on. The whole black, gray, and yellow color combo looks great. There are two other options you can choose from. I wish they had more though. My desk is mainly black and white, and the keyboard that matches would have been wonderful. This one doesn't really match because of the yellow, but it still looks good. Anyway, it's got some good weight to it. It won't slide around as you're typing, and it feels sturdy. It's a thick boy. It doesn't have any legs on the back. It's already slightly raised, but I would like an option to raise it just a little bit more. Just personal preference. One big point that is missing from here is a backlight. These keys do not light up, which is why it can run on 2 AAA batteries and survive for a long time. I'm someone who's on my computer at night the majority of the time, and it's not easy to see the small label on the F keys. in particular. I'll try to show it on camera, but you see the F keys? It's the tiny text, not the main symbols on those keys. Those you can see. But I mean the F, like the F7, F8, F9. If you're trying to see those at night from where you're sitting, it's a little difficult to tell which one's which unless you lean forward and, take a better look. Other than that, you can read the other keys with the monitor's light just fine. I touched on the batteries for a second. 2 AAA batteries are required and included out of the box. I obviously can't say how much they're gonna last, but it's advertised to be about 36 months. That's 3 years. I had to double check that since it sounds crazy, but actually, just recently my Logitech M510 mouse ran out of battery. I've had that thing for 5 years, and it now just died. Pop in 2 AA batteries and I'm good for another 5 years. That one's actually advertised to last about 2 years. So, I guess I'll have to make a follow-up video in 3 years or so for this guy, but it might even last longer than that. It has brown switches. These are some of my favorite because they're clicky but not too loud. It's pretty easy to remove the keycap as well, just pull them out since they're already elevated. You don't really need a tool or anything. Performance-wise, this keyboard gets the job done. You can type your dreams away. It's fun, very responsive, and quick if you're good at typing. It took a little time to get used to, but after about 30 minutes, I was good to go. Like I said, I tapped up this whole script on this keyboard with no problems. Key positions feel natural, and I don't really have to think about where the keys are. My only complaint about the layout, and this is me cherry picking, is the placement of the function and window key. I'm used to having the window key next to the control key on the left corner, but it has the FN key there. Something very minor but easy to get used to. It also has keys for command and options. If you're using a Mac, it is compatible with that. One of the main selling points for me was the ability to connect it via USB dongle and Bluetooth. It is wireless and it does come with a little USB dongle. I use that one for my PC tower, my gaming PC, because that one does not have Bluetooth connectivity, so I do need that USB. But my laptop, on the other hand, it does have Bluetooth, so I can easily connect it to that, and it's very easy to switch between the two. Here, I'll try to show it on video. But yeah, I'm frequently switching between the two. I use my laptop mainly for school, and then my gaming PC for everything else. And yeah, I used to have 2 separate keyboards, one for each, but now I could do it all on this one, which is perfect. One of my favorite things about it for sure. You can download the Logitech Options software on their website. Simply go to the keyboard, hit support, and click the downloads link and it'll take you straight through it. I do want to note that the software is not needed, but it has some useful features like battery percentage, and it allows you to customize some of the function keys, and of course assign different emojis to those special keys. For me, once I get the keys in order, I hardly ever go back into the software. It will ask you if you want to create an account or something. I normally just hit skip. It's not needed. Now, this is obviously not a gaming keyboard and it's not advertised to be that. However, I have a gaming PC and this channel mostly features tech from the gaming world, and I wanted to see what it was like. Well, it gets the job done just fine. As I said, I experienced no lag or delays, nothing like that. I played games like GTA, Battlefield 5, and Destiny just to test, and they all played just fine with this guy. I wouldn't recommend playing competitive games with it just because you'd probably be at a disadvantage playing against somebody who is using a dedicated keyboard at that point. For casual gaming though, you can definitely rock the pop keys. These are just my first impressions after using it for a couple days. I like it so far and it will be my main keyboard, at least until I find another. For the price of $100 on the Logitech website, it's a tough sell unless you're looking for this type of keyboard specifically. I don't think I'll see many of these out there because for the same price you can get keyboards with more features, a backlight, number keys, and even for me, I'm not going to be using the emoji keys that much. Something like the MX Keys Mini from Logitech will do just fine if you want to go that route. The pop keys was $20 off at Best Buy, so I gave it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and as always,
Screw you guys, I'm going home.